does he want here?
His friend is not home.
I don't like him mixing in so much.
It's too late, Joe. He knows.
How does he know?
He guessed a long time ago. You can't pull yourself through this, Joe. You've got to get smart. This thing, it's not over yet.
What is she even doing up there? She doesn't come out of the room anymore.
I don't know what she's doing. Sit down. Don't get mad. Calm yourself.
She doesn't know, does she?
She saw Chris storm out of here. It's 1-1. She knows how to add.
Then what do I have to do?
Don't ask me, Joe.
Then who do I ask? But I don't think she'll do anything about it.
You're asking me again.
I'm asking you. What am I, a stranger? I thought I had a family here. What happened to my family?
You've got a family. I'm just telling you, I don't have the strength to think anymore.
You have no strength. As soon as there's trouble, you have no strength.
Joe, you're doing it again. You're yelling at me. Whenever there's trouble, you start yelling at me.
Then
and
tell
that's
me what
just...
to do.
Joe, I've been thinking this way. If he comes back.
What do you mean if? He's coming back.
I think you ought to sit down with him. You owe him that much. An explanation as to what you did.
What ice does I cut?
I mean, you could tell him that you want to pay for what you did.
How can I pay?
Tell him you're willing to go to prison.
I'm willing to?
You wouldn't go, he wouldn't ask you to go. But maybe if you did, he would forgive you.
He would forgive me. For what?
Joe, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you mean. You wanted money, so I made money. What must I be forgiven? You wanted money, didn't you?
I didn't want it that way.
I didn't want it that way either. What difference is it what you want? I spoiled the both of you. I should have put him out when he was 10. Like I was put out. And make him earn his money. So he'd know what it feels like to make $1 in this world. Forgiven. I could have lived off a quarter of myself. But I got family, so I...
Joe, that don't excuse for what you did to the family.
It has to excuse it.
There's nothing more important than family to him.
Nothing's bigger.
It is to him.
There's nothing you can do that I wouldn't forgive. Because he's my son. And I'm his father, and he's my son.
And if there's anything bigger than that, I'm gonna put a bullet in my head.
You stop that.
You heard me. You know what to tell him. He wouldn't put me away though, would he? He wouldn't do that, would he?
He loved you, Joe, but you broke his heart.
But to put me away...
I don't know. I'm beginning to think we don't really know him. They say in war he was such a killer. Here he was always afraid of mice. I don't know him. I don't know what he'll do.
God damn it. If Larry was alive, he wouldn't act like this. He understood how the world was made. He listened to me. To him, the world had a 40-foot front, and it ended at the building line. This one, everything bothers him. You make a deal, overcharge 2 cents, and his hairs fall out. Too easy. It came too easy. Yes, Larry. That was the boy we lost. What am I gonna do, Kate?
Joe, please. You're going to be alright. Nothing's going to happen.
For you. For both of you. That's all I'll ever live for.
I know, darling. I know.
Why did you stay up? I'll tell you when he comes.
You didn't eat supper, did you? Why didn't you make her something?
Sure, I'll...
There's something I need to tell you, but I'm not going to do anything about it.
You see, she's a good girl. You see,
I'll do nothing about Joe, but you have to do something for me. You made Chris feel guilty with me, whether you wanted to or not. You've crippled him in front of me. I would like you to tell him that Larry's dead, whether you like it or not. Do you understand? I'm not going out of here alone. I want you to set him free.
You'll do that. You'll tell him.
I know what I'm asking, Kate. You had 2 sons, but now you only have 1.
You'll tell him.
You have to tell him, so he knows you mean it.
My dear, if the boy was dead, it wouldn't depend on my words to make Chris know it. The night he gets into your bed, his heart will dry up, because he knows you know. To his dying day, he'll wait for his brother. No, my dear, no such thing. You're going in the morning and you're going alone. That's your life. That's your lonely life.
Larry's dead, Kate.
Don't speak to me.
His engine failed, but he died. I know.
How did he die? You're lying to me. How did he? Tell me, how?
I loved him. You knew. I wouldn't have looked at anyone else if I wasn't sure. That's enough for you.
What's enough for me? What are you talking about?
Kate, you're hurting my wrist. Joe, go in the house.
Why should I?
Please.
Let me know when he comes.
What's that?
Sit down. I need to tell you something. I didn't bring this to hurt you. I just thought it might help. He wrote it to me before he... Oh my god! Hey, please, please. My god. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
What's the matter?
Where were you?
Just drove around a little. Thought you'd be gone.
Where do I go? I've nowhere to go.
Where's Dad?
He's inside, lying down.
I'll say what there has to be said.
I didn't hear the car.
I parked in the garage.
Jim's out looking for you.
I'm going away. There's a couple firms in Cleveland. I think I can get a place. I'm going away for good. I know what you're thinking, Annie. It's true. I'm yellow. I was made yellow in this house because I suspected my father, but I did nothing about it.
What are you talking about? What else can you do?
I could jail him. I could jail him if I were human anymore. But I am like everyone else now. I'm practical. You made me practical.
But you have to be.
The cats in the alley were practical. The bums we were fighting were practical. Only the dead ones weren't practical. But now I'm practical. I spit on myself. I'm going away. I'm going away now.
I'm coming with you.
No, Anne.
Chris, I don't ask you to do anything about Joe.
You do.
I swear I never will.
In your heart, you always will.
Then do what you have to do.
Do what? What is it to do? I've looked all night for a reason to make him suffer.
There's reason. There's a reason.
What? Do I raise the dead when I put him behind bars? Then what do I do it for? We used to shoot a man who acted like a dog. But honor was real there. You were protecting something. But here, this is the land of the great big dogs. You don't love a man here, you eat him. That's the principle. The only one we live by. It just happened to kill a few people this time. That's all. The world's that way. How can I take it out on him? What sense does that make? This is a zoo. A zoo!
You know what he has to do. Tell him.
Let him go.
I won't let him go. Tell him what he has to do.
Annie.
Then I will.
What's this?
What's going on here? Chris, I need to talk to you. Chris.
You were the one to blame for Larry's death.
And the death of 21 pilots! Look who you're talking to! Show some respect!
Get your bags! You're going to jail.
Fine. I'll go get my jacket. I'm sorry, Larry.